Bangs, dito na naman tayo sa NBA games. Nung nakaraang yung last na laro ko, Drake lumaban sa practice game uli. Clippers versus Houston Rocket. Ayun, tambak. Nanibago ko sa controller. Kasi iniba ko eh. Kaya ngayon, try uli natin. Houston Rocket ulit versus Toronto. Clippers. Editing lineups and matchup. Let's play start. They want me slipping, they want me to fall. Feel like I'm Pippin, I'm standing in tall. I'm on a mission and finish them all. Special edition, I got them a call. No friends, I be chilling alone. Don't be hitting my phone. They be fakes, I can see they the clones. Don't need them, did it all on my own. Worked hard, had to get in my zone. Get in my zone, get in my zone. They be weak, they ain't taking the throne. Glowed up, had to get in my zone. No friends, I be chilling.
2K Sports welcomes you to the following presentation of the NBA.
At home, the Rockets don't hold anything back, whether it comes to their clothes or their effort on the floor. And the game of right, sponsored by Express. Dress like a pro. The sun setting over the busy metropolis of Houston, Texas. And that's where we're coming to you from tonight. Hi, everyone. Time to get into it. NBA action on 2K Sports. Chris Webber's joining us at the broadcast.
Controller configuration. Defense of ball. There's swap E. Take charge of value. Rebound S. F. Steal view. C.
Setuju kan. Sama timnya. Yes.
Gas table alongside Greg Anthony.
Well, James Harden.
No doubt, David, he is one of the best.
Okay.
Thank you. Here are the starters for Los Angeles. They're down low at 4 with Harrell in the middle. Beverly and Williams, the guard tandem. And it's George in at the 3, the small forward. And for the Rockets, Harden and Gordon are out on the wings. Tucker and Capella are up front. And it's Westbrook in at the point guard position. And the basket by Gordon.
Yeah.
We've got a terrific front
Points,
court
huh?
matchup tonight. Chris, you were the prototypical 4 when you played. Who is the toughest power forward you had to defend?
Yeah, I'm going to give you the same answer I always have. When I was in the
Easy
West
to
Coast,
points
any
muna
given
tayo.
week, this is who I had to guard
Easy,
in a
easy
week's
lang.
time. Tim Duncan,
Okay, points.
Garnett, Nowitzki, Rasheed Wallace,
Oh,
Robert Ory, it's Karl Malone. That was all in the West Coast, and I think
Easy
they played
2
in
points,
the golden
yeah.
era of power forwards. And so I would just say, put all their names in the hat, pick one out, and that's who was the toughest, because it was like that every night.
Hall of Famers, including yourself. About 1 minute into the first quarter. Westbrook, no good.
He gets the playground jumper and can't make good on it. You don't get many chances.
Wait.
Stolen by Beverly. Throws up. And Kawhi Leonard with the slam.
Just
Down,
fantastic
easy now.
movement by Beverly. So effective in clogging passing lanes with his quick
Easy
hands
now.
and anticipation.
Harden finds Capella. Just over a minute and a half played here in this one. And there's the call on Lou Williams. That is his first foul of the game. And there's the call on Montrezl Harrell. That is his first foul of the game. Here's Capella. Outside Westbrook. Shot clock at 6. Back to Capella. Outside Gordon. Right at the free throw line. Rebound by Harrell. The Clippers have gone 3 of 4 from the field to start out the game. Leonard, no luck. Rockets have gone just 1 of 4 to get this game started. The 3 from Harden. And it's the Clippers with the rebound.
They're struggling here early. 1 for 5 now. The D has them bottled up so far.
Westbrook kicks to Gordon. Buries the long-range jumper. Gordon's got 6 points.
Lightning quick release. Gordon catching and firing perfectly. You can't guard that.
Well, you knew after the Paul George story that the Thunder would look to sell on Westbrook as well. Just part of the rebuild at this point. They did well to get him to a team looking to compete. A great fit for a player at this stage of the rest of his career.
Yeah, mga easy 2 points.
And that one's good. Beverly.
Even when contact comes Beverly's way, I mean, he's a pro at finishing, absorbing it so well on these shots.
Here's Westbrook. It's hauled in by George.
I don't think the D does good enough here, but something causes the miss.
Chalk up 2 there. 10 points for Leonard.
And he's got
Points.
the athleticism and
Points to
strength
Leonard.
to be a powerful presence inside. Leonard never afraid to get in and mix it up down low.
To the inside. And there's Eric Gordon on the assist by Westbrook. 8 points for Eric Gordon. And so George will bring it up for the Clippers. They lead by 4. Beverly against Westbrook. Beverly the pass to Leonard. Leonard draws the double. Bounce pass Harrell. George. And Capella sends it back.
can't throw
Oh, yeah.
stuff around Capella. He takes
Deep
pride in
Renee.
seeing shots back.
Houston making some changes. Daniel House has checked in for P.J. Tucker, and it's Rivers in for Russell Westbrook. The Clippers also making some changes. Zubac is checked in for Montrezl Harrell. Green comes in for Leonard. And Landry Shamet subbed in for Lou Williams. And here is Shamet. Passes it to Green. Wants to get it to Zubac, and does. Shoots over Capella, and again it's the Clippers missing.
And he rushed that one, no doubt about it. The D out of position, you could see the frustration on his face.
There's the unselfishness that coaches love so much. Rivers doing a great job getting it to the open man.
Now, here's Shamet, guarded by Harden. Pulls up, and that one's good, Shamet.
Even a blind squirrel finds an acorn once in a while, right? I did not think that was good.
Upgrade the Clippers signing of Kawhi Leonard and Paul George, the grand finale of the wildest summer in NBA free agent history.
A ton of big moves. You think of the star players who've changed teams, 1/3 of the league's all NBA selections, and 5 out of 10 of the reigning all-star starters. In the end, we saw 7 players who've changed teams, signing for over $100 million each. To put that in perspective, only 8 players had ever done that in league history.
And as it goes out of bounds, Houston able to keep the ball here. Green, he's checked in for James Harden. Out of bounds, the Clippers take possession.
A flat-out loss of concentration. That kind of turnover will drive a coach crazy.
The Clippers in the lead. 43 seconds left to play in the first quarter. Houston's gone 2 or 3 from deep so far in this game. Green left side. Releases from the wing and drills it.
Now look, if he's using his head and finding good shots, Green can be a true weapon from mid-range.
Poke loose and stolen by Gordon. Oh, and here comes Rivers all alone.
And that's up-tempo basketball at its best. So much easier to operate the open court when a steal triggers the break.
Just 1 second between the shot clock and game clock. Offensive rebound. Second chance shot. And it's Zubac laying it in.
No basket feels better than a putback. Love getting rewarded for grinding it out on the glass.
And it's Paul George with the foul. That's his first foul. Seconds left to play in the first quarter. Now here's Gordon. And that shot was up in time, but doesn't go in.
And that's
a big-time effort for Eric Gordon, providing a lot of energy for Houston. That quarter had to take a lot out of him. He racked up 12 points. We'll take it.
It's all about not making mistakes, getting rebounds, and getting good stops to really push the pace up. And I think when we do that, we all.
And Greg, nowadays it's all about pushing the pace.
And it's an offensive-oriented league now. When you execute and really look to attack, it puts the opposition on their heel.
And this has been a fairly close game through the first quarter, and we'll see what happens here in the second. And looking at what we've seen from Houston, what do you guys think?
Yeah, in that first period, they looked to push in transition at every opportunity.
With the game being fast-paced these days, you can expect this from a lot of teams, but they did it very well.
Here are the 5 the Clippers have to start the second. Shamet and George at the 2 and the 3. Ivica Zubac is out there with Jermichael Green, and it's Beverly in at point guard. Here's Green, and Green slams it in.
Now, Kevin, that's a big part of Green's identity, getting to the rim and throwing it down. That's the first thing people mention when they're talking about it.
And it's out of bounds. Last touch by Gordon.
And he made the right read on that play, but just couldn't secure the steal.
And you can tell he feels he should have had it still. The hustle was impressive.
P.J. Tucker, he's checked in for Houston. Russell Westbrook comes in for Eric Gordon. And then for Los Angeles, Kawhi Leonard comes in for George. Lou Williams is subbed in for Patrick Beverly. Just 4 to shoot. Williams, that's good.
He can be a forgotten man in their offense sometimes, but the D still has to keep an eye on him.
They kick it out to Green. Good. Nice assist from Westbrook. Green's got 7 points in the game.
Those catch and shoot chances will be there for Green because the D's got to worry about his ability to attack the rim.
Back to Williams. In the corner. Shamet with it over Rivers. The kick out to Williams. In the corner. Shamet with it. Leonard draws the double. Over House. And it's Leonard missing.
Oh, he did everything right there except hit the shot.
Here's Tucker. Played in with a nice touch off the glass. Tucker's got the lead up to 4 now for the Rockets.
With the strength Tucker has, drawing contact means nothing to him. You can't rattle him. He's tough as nails. I love what Austin Rivers did last year after he bounced around between the Wizards and Rockets. I mean, he came in and he was focused. He was traded by Washington to the Suns and then bought out and ended up in a great situation in Houston.
And let's catch up with our sideline reporter, David Aldridge.
Well, Lou Williams won 6th Man of the Year for the 3rd time last season. He joined Kevin McHale and Detlef Schrempf as the only players to win the award in consecutive seasons.
Yeah.
And with the most career points ever scored off the bench, maybe they should just name this award after him. Kevin?
David, I'm all for it. Thank you so much. And boy, is he in good company. Again, the Rockets score. And for Rivers, after being let loose by Phoenix, still productive and very motivated when he joined the Rockets.
Rivers said that even though he understood the buyout, he hated the idea of being released. I mean, reinvigorated his game, and he had one of the best seasons to date.
Los Angeles shooting their first free throw of the contest, and the technical free throw is good.
And Williams is sort of the classic instant offense guy. Whether he's coming off the bench or starting, he can provide a spark whenever they need one.
James Harden, he's checked in for Houston. Montrezl Harrell, he's checked in for the Clippers. From deep, Green drops in the tray. And the Clippers lead by 1. Several lead changes going on here in the early portion of this game.
It reminds me of that cameo song, Back and Forth. And defensively, they are on their heels every time the ball comes inside.
And so it's Williams who brings it up for the Los Angeles Clippers. That's it good. Shamet's got 5 points in the quarter.
And his shot, I mean, has come around. I mean, for most of the first quarter, it looked like he might be in for a long night.
Here's Westbrook. The shot, no good. So Los Angeles will take it the other way. In the corner, Shamet with it. Off target from outside.
And the rebound battle split evenly thus far.
Rivers, rebound by Harrell.
And guys, not sure where his head was on that shot. Not what this offense was designed to create.
Come on, you can't be selfish. You got to be willing to make the next pass. Otherwise, you're just predictable.
Rivers gets a wide open look. And that comes off the assist by Russell Westbrook. Westbrook's got his 7th assist of the game with that last one. So timeout called here, the first for Los Angeles. There's always at least one joker on every roster. Who was the funniest guy dressed you ever played alongside?
Oh, man, by far is Jay Will. Jay Will, White Chocolate, he was the funniest before the game, after the game, during the game. He would, you know, it'd be a bad call by a ref or something. He'd say something to the ref would laugh and pat him on the butt. I mean, he was, he's a funny guy. He's somewhere right now telling jokes, having somebody laugh and fall out on the floor. It was just his personality, a hard worker, but he definitely was the joker on the court.
And there's a whistle. That goes on Landry Shamet. That's foul number 2 for him. .131 left to play here in the second quarter. The 3 from Harden. It's hauled in by Los Angeles. Harrell's got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. And he gets the bucket. 14 points for Leonard.
Just focusing on the task at hand. That's all you can do.
Oh, you know what it is, Greg. One play at a time. That's got to be the mindset, especially in such a tight game.
And the jam by Harden.
Oh,
And when Harden is going strong to the rim, he's looking for the throwdown, ripping the rim down hard on that one.
Pass to Harrell. Good for the basket. Starting off 1 for 1 with that shot.
Yeah, the chemistry has been terrific. Really impressed with their offensive execution.
It's Westbrook with the drive. No good. Shot missing. 8D that time from Harrell. Los Angeles has gotten half their shots from three-point range to go down in the second quarter. 3 of 6 from downtown. Here's Westbrook. Here's Capella. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. That one on Jordan.
Weren't any Swiss players in the NBA until just a few years ago, but now Capella, one of several guys from Switzerland, making an impact in this league.
The shot and game clock separated by 4, and that one's good. Beverly.
Fantastic ball movement. They're picking them apart with their passing.
Rockets trail by 4. Harden outside. Drains it from beyond the arc. Harden's got 7 points in the game.
Harden attempts more threes than just about anything, and you don't get that kind of leeway unless you knock it down.
Shot by Gordon, wide open on the 3 off target. And that'll do it for the first half. A competitive game so far. Los Angeles on top.
Thanks, Kevin. Kawhi, you have grown so much offensively
Leonard,
throughout your career. What's the
masyado.
focus of that end?
Thanks so much, Dave, for the great interview. Don't go away, folks.
Show.
We'll be back for
Live show.
the 2K Sports Halftime Show.